Greg was returning from work and he accidentally almost hit this young girl who was on the pole, and they exchanged a heated argument. Greg insulted the hell out of her. The girl also insulted the hell out of him. They both insulted each other to the extent that Greg told her that she is a useless person and will never amount to anything. That is why she is poor. The girl also told him that he has a car but he's a useless man. These altercations went on and on until Greg went back into his car and drove off. Angels sell paintings or arts in the streets of Lagos, and that is how she feeds herself and also her charity. When she gets enough money, she buys gifts for the children in her compound and sometimes feed the children in the neighborhood. She does this thing with her whole heart despite her financial situation. In all this, she's owing rent, and all the time she tries to sneak out of the house. One day, the landlord met her and said, "Today, Angel, I have met you. You are always dodging and running out to work. Why are you doing this? It's been 6 months and you haven't paid your rent yet. The reason why I'm still accommodating you is because of your parents. Your father was very good to me when he was alive. May his soul rest in peace. But again, in as much as he was good to me, you need to pay your rent, and that is how I can also feed my family and pay my children's school fees." Angel said, "Landlord, thank you so much for the goodness you've been doing to me. I know I'll pay my rent. You know how the situation of the country is. And thankfully, you've been good to me so far. Should I say thank you or should I say thank you to my late father?" The landlord said, "Anyway, that is by the side. You need to pay your rent or else I'll throw you out. I can't continue to be good. You did this the last time and you pay your rent. You wasted so many time before you pay your rent. You are doing it again. Will I continue like this? You are the only tenant that is stressing me. You need to pay your rent." Angel said, "Landlord, don't worry, I'll pay. My work is booming. When I get enough money, I will pay. I don't want to break the money into pieces for you." Landlord said, "I've heard, but you need to pay up. Anyway, thank you for the biscuits and the food you gave my children. They love it and thank you so much. Again, you need to pay your rent." Angel was happy and thanked the landlord. She was on her way to the traffic light to sell her art. Greg had a quick meeting with his father, the chief. Chief, however he called himself, this was the words of Greg. Chief immediately said, "You do not disrespect your father like that." Greg said, "Well, if you don't stop having this conversation about marriage to me, then maybe you deserve a little disrespect." Chief said, "If you know you are a man enough, you need to have your own children and start your own family. You are pushing 40. You want to be single, lonely in your old age. You are even 40. What am I even saying?" Greg said that when I found the right woman, I will marry. You already know what happened the last time when I had a woman. Chief said, "That does not mean you should not get entangled with another woman. You need to move on. Life is moving. Time is not waiting for you. Again, you are already 40 years old. When are you going to start your family and have children?" Greg said, "When the right woman comes, he will know." Chief said, "Okay." Greg went to his office. Chief thought, think, and said, "No, I can't keep waiting for him to have his own time before he will have his own children. I need to find solution to his problem." Chief went out looking out for women for his son. Luckily, he met this lady who was selling an art. Called her and said, "I want to buy an art." Asked to enter the car. She was scared but entered the car. Chief said, "I have a business proposal for you." They discussed everything and said, "I want you to come to my office and have entanglement with my son." Angel was confused and said, "Do you want to use me for ritual?" Chief said, "No, I'm already rich. Why would I do that? I'll give you everything and necessary detail you need, and everything will be up to you. I'll make the first deposit before when you are done with it, I'll give you the second deposit." Also, Angel needed money to pay her rent and sort herself out. She agreed and immediately. Next 2 days was employed into the office. Greg came into the office and surprisingly met Angel. He said, You are the lady who insulted me some days ago." Angel said, "Yes, I am the lady who insulted you days ago. I'm employed here now. I'm your assistant, and I'll do my best as possible to do the diligent work that I'm being paid for." Greg said, "You can't work here. You are fired." Angel said, "You did not employ me. You can't fire me." All this time, Angel was laughing, smiling, and being polite to Greg. Greg said, "You need to wipe out that smile off your face. It's not needed here. All that is needed here is your absence." Angel said, "I'm here to stay and you need to deal with it." Greg said, "Oh, you are already insulting." Greg went to his father and said, "Why did you employ her? Why didn't you consult me first?" Chief said, "She is good. That is why I employ her and she is here to stay." Greg could not stand Angel. He did everything in his power. She was frustrated. Greg gave Angel assignments that she was supposed to do. She stayed overnight, did everything. She didn't go home, consulted her friends who were into the same business, and they helped her out. Greg came the next day and met Angel. Angel has submitted the work she has done. Greg was shocked and said, "Oh, you are stubborn. Okay, we shall see." Angel said, "I am not stubborn. You gave me work, I submitted. That is what you wanted." Greg became confused and frustrated and wanted Angel out. In all this, Angel was smiling, very respectful, and doing her work diligently. This was frustrating Greg. But that did not stop Angel from doing her work. Again, Greg continued to frustrate the hell out of Angel, but she continued to be a good assistant as best as she can. One day, Greg was home and Angel came to the house and submitted some items and said, "You forgot them in the office." Angel asked, "This your house is nice." Greg said, "How did you know my house?" Angel said, "Chief employed me. Chief gave me the direction to the house." "Oh, so you're dating my father?" Angel said, "Don't be like that. Your father is a good man." Whilst they were having this back and forth, a strange woman came to the house and said, "I need money." This was Greg's ex-wife. Greg immediately transferred some money to her and asked her to leave. She said she is not leaving until she gets the alert. Greg gave the money. She received the alert. Before she left, she said, "Wow, you have a new lady already." Greg said, "She is not my lady. Neither am I going to get married to her. She is my assistant who works in the office." The girl said, "Wow, she is beautiful. I think she will make a good wife." Greg looked at Angel and said, "This one?" The girl said, "Well, you need to make up your mind. You are growing old. Thank you for the money." And she left. Angel asked, "Who is that?" Greg said, "You need to mind your business." And that was the moment Angel minded her business and submitted the documents and left. Angel continued to work in the office, and now Greg is becoming a little bit softer towards Angel. They became so close, friends, and exchanged smiles in the office once in a while. Greg now tried to be friendly towards her, and they are now finally friends. Greg tried to have a conversation with his friend Jide. They were having conversation, and Jide said, "It seems like you now like your assistant." Greg said, "She's not bad after all. She has been doing her work so far so well. It's been 6 months and she hasn't been a nuisance. All the work she has done has been diligent. I think my father made the right choice. Jide said, is that all, or you have feelings for her? Greg said, I don't know what I feel for her. For now, she's a cool woman, she's a cool lady, she respects. I like her. With a good smile on his face, Jide said, I know that smile. You are in love, don't worry. She is a catch. You just have to tell her that you like her. Angel was going home and she was late. Her cab was not coming. Greg offered to take her home. She sat in the car. Greg took her home and she invited him over. Greg saw the house and said, this your house is so small. At this point, Angel got angry and asked him to leave. Greg tried to apologize, but Angel was not having it. In the morning at work, Greg tried to apologize and Angel said it's okay, but you do not talk condescending towards people who are living beneath you because you don't know what they are going through. Greg said, I know. I slept over it and I know I said the wrong thing at the wrong time. I'm very sorry. Angel said, okay, no problem. And then Greg offered to take her for dinner. In the dinner date, Greg confessed his feelings to Angel. Angel said, wow, I like you too. And that was how their relationship started. Angel contacted Chief and said, Greg is interested in me. Chief said, I think your business here is done. You have done so well. Angel was on the call and she forgot that Greg was behind her. Greg heard everything and he became so mad and angry that his father set him up. Jide tried to tell Greg that your father did not set you up. It's not bad after all. You fell in love. It's genuine. She likes you. You like her. What is then the problem? Greg said, why would my father do this? Jide said, well, whatever he did is the right thing. You are still holding grudge. Greg refused to talk to Angel for days and Angel said, what is the problem? Then Greg confessed to Angel that the woman who came to the house the other time was his ex-wife. Whilst they were married, they had a child together. Unknown to her, the child was not his. The child got sick and they needed blood donation and his blood did not match even with the daughter. The daughter belongs to her ex-wife boyfriend. And because of that, I vowed not to marry again. Angel felt sorry for him and asked him to forgive himself, forgive her. And he is still the father of that child because she has known him as his father and she has been the only one who has been taking care of her. Greg said, I know, but I am not the father biological. Angel tried to convince him. He believed. Then Angel got sick. When she got sick, it was found out that she was pregnant for Greg. While she was pregnant, she was also diagnosed of kidney failure. At this point, they didn't know what to do. They found a donor for the kidney, but chances of the pregnancy being terminated is at high risk. These points, they were praying and hoping that after the surgery, she would not lose the baby. And luckily, after the surgery, she did not lose the baby. Angel and Greg were happy that their transplant was successful, the pregnancy is successful, they have found each other, all thanks Chief, everybody is happy. Greg one day went to his father's office, apologizes for everything and thanked him for bringing Angel into his life. Chief said, I am your father, I'm your blood, I'm your family. If I don't do it, no one will do it. Greg said, I know. Some parents are not like you. Thank you so much. You have done everything for me. Angel is an angel in my life. Angel was happy that she was able to bring father and son together and also bond with his daughter.
Thanks for watching this recap. This channel brings you the best Nollywood movies. We save you time and money. Don't forget to subscribe and like our videos for more movie recap.